physically I'm here, but mentally I'm still on the Bonnie banks of Loch Lomond. Hi guys, I know it's been a minute since my last video, but I am finally home from Scotland, back on my routine, which means back to posting videos for you guys. But today, of course, we're gonna start with a video about Scotland. Today I'm gonna be doing that in the form of a what I bought in Scotland haul video, because haul videos have typically done well on my channel in the past. They're simple, they're easy to film, I think they're super fun, and then it limits the amount of talking I can do. I can't just talk your ear off for the next 3 hours about stories to Scotland, because trust me, I've got them. I'm also trying to put together a little Scotland vlog video for you guys of all the beautiful scenery clips I took while I was there with some really pretty music in the background. But that video might take a little while because, in case you didn't know this about me, I'm bad at editing, so it's gonna take a minute, but I'm trying. I promise I am trying. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Darby, you were in Scotland for almost 3 weeks. I'm sure this haul is massive. It's huge, it's ginormous. It's really not. It's not. I'm very proud of myself. I limited my shopping because I limited myself to baggage. I need everyone to just take a moment and clap for me, because I am a criminal, America's most wanted criminal overpacker. And I went to Europe for almost 3 weeks with a backpack and this suitcase. This is a regular people size suitcase. I am not a regular people packer. Please, just a moment of appreciation for me limiting myself to this size baggage for almost 3 weeks. That was a feat. Everyone in my life has been like, wow, Darby, I'm really impressed. My parents, before I left, when they dropped me off at the airport. Wow, I'm really impressed that you fit all your stuff in there. Anna, when I landed in Scotland. Wow, I'm really impressed by how you packed. Thank you, me too. And it'll never happen again. It will never happen again. I made it work this time, but that's like a once in a lifetime miracle event that I packed all I needed for 3 weeks in this size luggage. Round of applause for me. Thank you. Thank you. One of the other things I did to ensure that I'd have more room coming back is I used a small purse as my personal item on the flight over there and went into the trip with the idea that I would buy a tote bag somewhere along the way to use as my personal item because it would have more space on the way home. So that's one of the first things I bought. I bought this Isle of Mull tote. It's got a whole map of the little isle on there. It is so cute. I love it so much. Honestly, one of my favorite parts of the whole trip was the like mini little trip we took out to Mull, Iona, and Staffa, which are 3 isles in the Inner Hebrides off of the coast of Scotland. It is beautiful, it is gorgeous. If you are planning a trip to Scotland, plan to go through Mull, Iona, and Staffa. Please do yourself that favor. Absolutely wonderful, cannot recommend it enough. I feel like I actually bought a decent number of the things that I bought to bring home while on that trip to Mull, Iona, and Staffa, because I just loved it so much. So let's go ahead and go through those things first. While we were on the Isle of Mull, we went to Tobermory, which is the cutest town I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it doesn't look like it should be a real place. It looks like it came out of a watercolor painting, a storybook, a movie, but it does not look like it should be a real place. If you get the chance to go, go. We wandered around the shops, we had dinner there, and we found out that Tobermory has their own distillery because Scotland is really big on whiskey and also gin. So while we were there, I bought my dad a whiskey and a gin. It's the Tobermory 12-year whiskey and just their classic gin. But the town's like little skyline with their cute little colored houses is in the back of the bottle. How cute is that? We actually stayed on the Isle of Mull so that we could take a ferry from Mull to Staffa and Iona. And Iona is the birthplace of Christianity in Scotland when St. Columba brought it over from Ireland. I learned a lot of useless facts, so if anyone needs a partner for trivia night that has anything to do with Scotland, hit your girl up. I learned so many things. Iona was just such a cool experience because it's so beautiful, but it's also so historic. I was walking in buildings that were built in the 1400s. I got to walk through a cemetery where 60 Celtic kings are buried, including Macbeth. It's just this very revered place, so it was very cool to be able to walk on that ground. Iona is also known for greenstone or Iona marble, which has also been called mermaid tears in the past. It used to be quarried a lot, but in 1918 they stopped quarrying it to like preserve it. Now if you want new green marble, you have to like free dive in the ocean for it. But they sell some jewelry on the island that's made from the stuff that people had to free dive for. So I brought myself home this really cute little ring. It's got 2 stones. One of them is super green, which is the typical color, and one of them's more white. And then I brought my mom home a necklace for her birthday because her birthday was like 2 days after I got home. So that's what her necklace looks like. I'm deeply obsessed. They're beautiful. It's something that I'll have forever, and there's this cute little information booklet that goes over the whole history of it. In order to get to Mull so that we could then get to Staff and Iona. We had to take a train from Glasgow to Oban, which is like a little port city, and then take a ferry from Oban over to Mull. But while we were waiting for our ferry, we got to wander around some of the little shops in Oban, and I bought these cute little prints. They're made by a little local artist there, and they're actually like transformed into greeting cards. You could use them as a card if you wanted to. I'm simply gonna frame them and put them on my wall. But I also bought an extra while I was there to put in the giveaway basket I'm doing for when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Since the very beginning of this channel, it's always been the plan to do a big giveaway at 1,000 subscribers to say thank you to you guys. So I've like slowly been collecting little pieces along the way. So I added something from Scotland to go in the basket. So it's ready whenever we hit 1,000. This trip was really special for me in a lot of ways, but especially because my family is Scottish. On my dad's side, you can trace the lineage back to the Inverness region of Scotland. So while I was there, I of course took the train up and spent a couple of days up there by myself, just kind of wandering around and taking it all in. And of course, I had to bring back some souvenirs for my dad's side of the family from the Inverness region. So that's what this next category of souvenirs is going to be. First up, this is what our clan tartan looks like. This is what my dad thinks he will be wearing in kilt form to my wedding. There's a long time for us to argue about that between now and then, but that is what the tartan looks like. I also got the clan crest in keychain form. It's nice, it's leather, and I got 3 of these, one for my dad and one for each of his 2 brothers, so that they could all have a piece of the homeland. And of course, because I had to play favorites and get my father a little something extra, I got him this kilt pin with the family crest on it, because yes, ladies and gentlemen, my father does already own a kilt. But the shop owner also told me that this could be worn as a pin on any regular like jacket or anything like that. It's pewter, it's made in Scotland, it's got the family crest on there. Very nice, very lovely. My dad loved it, and that's what it's all about. And last up in the category of things I bought for not me, we have these cute little stud earrings made out of recycled oak casks for aging whiskey from Glengoyne Distillery. I thought they were so cute. I bought these for my mom, and I have this weird thing where I buy her jewelry out of recycled materials. I also bought her a pair of earrings made out of guitar strings years ago when I was in New Orleans, so it's just kind of become a thing. Plus, I just love that Glengoyne wins all of these awards constantly about sustainability, and this is one of the ways that they can do that. It's oak casks that they couldn't use anymore that have now been turned into these cute little earrings. I did like a full whiskey tasting tour, the distillery tour of Glengoyne, and they are so nice and so lovely. And I don't drink, especially not whiskey. So one of the coolest things they did is when I told them I didn't drink, they gave me these cute little to-go bottles for the whiskey I was like supposed to have in the tasting. It's a 10-year and a 15-year. I gave these to my dad. He'll appreciate them way more than I ever could. But it was just really nice. Like, it was a nice touch. They offered these to anyone who was also supposed to drive afterwards because they were trying to be responsible. And I really appreciate that. But I learned so much. It's a really fascinating process. So again, I have all this useless information. So if anyone needs a trivia partner, you let me know. Alrighty, and last up is the category of things I bought for myself. Please do not act surprised when I show you pretty much all clothing. I didn't mean to, but charity shops are such a big thing in the UK. And by that I mean their thrift stores support a specific charity, each one. So there's like Cancer Research, Shelter Scotland, Support the Children, I don't know, there's a bunch of different ones, and they all benefit a different charity, and I think that's really cool, and the prices are super reasonable, and I just loved it. I love thrift shopping, so how could I resist? First up from the charity shop, we have these cute little sandals. I didn't take a single pair of sandals with me to Scotland because I wasn't picturing it being warm enough, but there actually were a couple days where I wore like a spring dress and then just got to wear these. So that was really cool. They are Hobbs of London. We looked them up. They're like really expensive shoes. I think they were like almost £100, which is more in US dollars. They were made in Italy and they're real leather, and they have a strap that adjusts here, and I have skinny feet. So like this strap, game changer. I was so thrilled when these fit me. I also bought this little sleeveless shirt that's see-through and lace. I promptly wore it like 2 days later with like a tank top under it and a cardigan. I just love this color and the lace detail. It's so me. It's got a collar on it. I wore it with a strand of pearls sticking out from the collar. It's so me. It was like £6. How could I pass that up? And last up from the charity shop, I bought this white little button down moment. It's got a squared neckline. It's got these cute poofy sleeves with bows on the end. It's really lightweight material, so I think it's perfect for summer. I think it'll be really nice with a pair of like cutoff shorts and wedges for like a little dinner out. But I also think that I could wear it with nice pants and dress it up for work. So I love the versatility. I have been looking for a white button down for ages, and I think this is a really nice one. And it was £9. Amazing. Tag still on it. Original tag still on it, £9. The last clothing item I bought, which is a little wrinkly right now because it just came out of the wash, is this really cute dress. It's like a midi length. It's almost like a linen-y material. And I bought it in a Morrison's, which if you're unaware, is a grocery store. I love to buy clothing in a grocery store. I own several pieces of clothing from Kroger. So when I saw that they had a Morrison's that had clothing, I knew I had to have it. This was also 9 pounds. How do you pass that up? I think it's so cute and summery. I did wear this already when I was in Scotland, but I am very excited to be wearing it here too. And last but certainly not least on the list of things I bought while I was in Scotland are these really beautiful little pearl stud earrings. If you know me, you know pearls are kind of my thing. I own a lot of pearl things, but I didn't own anything like small and petite like this. And it's in silver, which you should know I only wear silver. So I fell in love. I saw them when we were in the Hidden Lane, going to the Hidden Lane tea room. They had a little shop in there. And Anna, the girl who I was visiting and traveling with, actually bought the same pair. So now we have a matching pair of earrings from our time in Scotland together. And I think that's really beautiful. Alrighty folks, this concludes our tour of the things I bought when I was in Scotland. This obviously does not include any of the incredible, and I mean incredible food I ate when I was there, which is what I spent the vast majority of my money on, if I'm being honest. And I regret absolutely nothing. But these are the tangible things I brought home as either gifts for others or souvenirs for myself. I hope you guys enjoyed this little haul. I'm hoping to get a vlog to you very soon. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.